Hello, welcome to the Anime Menace Reacts. We are back with a second series. If you're coming from the One Piece video, thank you for joining us. But we are doing a brand new series that just started. We are going to be doing Kaedegami. We read chapter 1 on our own. I believe. Oh, I'm with Skeletony.
Hello.
He read chapter 1 today. I read chapter 1 yesterday. And we both want more of the series. We were both intrigued with the series, so we're like, you know what? Let's finally, after, 7 months, get a replacement for My Hero Academia chapters on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And it was going to be Kagurabachi, but let's just say there's been slight falling out between members of our group, so we've had to keep putting that on hold, and I get tired of it, and I'm like, we need another chapter reaction again. And this was just perfect, brand new, just started last week. Are you ready to get into chapter 2?
I am.
So we got a nice color spread of Chiyo and Kyo for chapter 2, which is called A Fine Young Man. So we start with, okay, so the end of the first chapter, Chiyo gets her face back, and Kyo gets to see her smile for the first time and all that, and it's cute and romantic. So now we start off this chapter with Chiyo going through different expressions on her face: joy, anger, grief, and pleasure. Such a staggering beauty in any expression. This face could bring kings to ruin. Loveliness enough to make the heavens tremble. A face undeniably worthy of my magnificence.
And he's clapping.
Kyo's just clapping in the background. And now I can show you a very rare spell, Kyo.
A spell?
I'm finally able to cast it again now that I've reclaimed my face. A spell that can transform me into a truly horrific beast that will allow me to disappear into a crowd.
She is awfully hyper today. Truly horrific?
Want to see it? You know you want to see it.
Urf. He's a dog, bro.
No, she's punching him in the chest.
Yeah. I was saying, like, why is he barking when he's getting punched in the chest?
Very well, I shall grant you a wish. Feast your eyes upon this monstrosity. What the fuck is that?
Aw, it's so cute. What are you, some sort of mushroom?
What? I'm quite obviously a ferocious owl. Vicious hunters by night, the wicked crafty lords of darkness.
Oh, a wicked mushroom. Wow, those are some long legs.
Chiyo's been like this ever since she got her face. She must be so happy to have it back. And as long as Chiyo is happy, I'm happy too. I hope we really can get the rest of her missing body back soon. So Chiyo basically jumps on his head and starts pecking him. That's a
So I've
weird
been wanting
looking
to
owl.
ask. Well, it's very obviously not the actual form it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's probably because she's missing body parts still.
Wanted to ask, what's with the leisurely river trip? I mean, just drifting through the fog like this. Is it really getting us anywhere?
Don't be in such a rush, Kyo. How often do you travel by boat? Enjoy the scenery.
Sure, except all the scenery is covered in mist. So where exactly are we headed anyway?
See this town here? It has a moldy old bookstore I need to visit.
That's where we'll find your body?
I have no idea where the rest of my body is. The pieces are supposed to be scattered throughout the realm for all eternity. Whoever has them now, be they human or Shengwai, I have no idea. That we encountered a Shengwai who had one the other day was purely coincidence. An acquaintance of mine just so happens to live in this town. That's why we're going there. I have a feeling they might know something.
Huh. Since when does Chiyo have acquaintances? Hey, wouldn't taking this road have been faster than the river?
Huh?
If we really take a boat, it takes forever, and we're stuck traveling with a total stranger. You know I can't relax and let people near around.
You still haven't gotten over your fear of strangers? Hey, young fella. That's a cute little companion you got there. Some kind of talking parrot or something? Seems real smart. She's just screaming, ow, ow.
Oh, is that right? Huh. Well, got some bad news. This here's the end of the line.
See how quickly this
See how
fog...
quickly this fog is building? Trust me, best not go down the river on days like this. Are you kidding me?
But we were told this was a scenic route.
Not so much these days. Used to be a time when people came from far and wide just to ride this river, but now this damn fog rolls in more often than not. Business has plummeted now that no one can see the scenery. We barely get any passengers at all anymore.
Oh my.
People say they've seen giant shadows moving in the fog. It's too risky. I'll drop you off.
No, keep going. Triple the fare if you have to. He'll pay it.
Why would you say that, crazy mushroom?
I'm not a mushroom.
Who did you think would be paying for this?
You can afford it. I know how much cash you wrung out of that stew, lady.
You don't have to put it like that.
So, just for context for the viewers, because we're just going along with this, not too much is really happening in the art. They're just riding on the boat, and yes, the scenery is just all grayed out background for the fog. Tony is speaking Kyo's lines, I'm speaking Chio's lines, and we're both going back and forth between the old man piloting the boat's lines. Just to make sure people weren't confused about what was happening.
We're making everything up, he's lying.
But I heard the scenery in the river was incredible. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Why are you so obsessed with the scenery? We didn't get on a boat with some stranger just to sightsee. And the old man is just like, I can hear you, you know. Chio, you're the whole reason we went on this trip. We're trying to recover the rest of you, remember? So why does the scenery matter so much to you?
It's because it's been 5,000 years since I've had eyes to see anything. Aww.
Chi. I don't know if he's saying the second half of her name or if he's saying Chi you. Hard to tell.
I think it's Chio, because look at the ... dots.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, he could have been abbreviating her name and been like, you wanted to see so long. I know he hasn't yet, but I'm just saying, like, at this point. It could be that. It's hard to tell.
He's going to be saying Chio, but she bloops his head as he says Chi, and that causes a hesitation before he says the yo. That's my interpretation on it, because there is an onomatopoeia for
the floof, yeah.
And besides, this quest isn't going to be so easy that a novice like you can charge right through it. You need to lift your eyes off the ground and look around too.
Huh? What is that supposed to? What was that? Splish?
Boom.
Oh. What? What is that?
I was right. I thought I sensed something unnatural about this. A great Shengwai serpent came here to feed on tourists and never left. It's the source of all this fog. Hey, you! Stop this! Don't you ignore me! Yeah! A lesser Shengwai that can't even talk. And it has the temerity?
I've never seen that word myself either, so...
Hold on. Well, you gotta look that word up.
Temerity, maybe?
Excessive confidence or boldness, audacity.
Temerity.
Temerity. To ruin my sightseeing trip. So another reason why we're doing this instead of like trying to explain the panels like we do in the One Piece one is this is, as of right now, I believe this will be a fully weekly series. But right now, because it's the first couple chapters, it is a lot longer of chapters. So instead of being like a 16-page
28
chapter,
pages.
we have a 28-page chapter. So to try to keep the video around the same length as the One Piece one, which in the future these ones will probably end up being shorter than the One Piece, just like My Hero was, because there's not as much hidden in the background like Oda does.
But we don't know. They might have longer chapters.
Yeah. We don't know how long the chapters are going to be, if it's going to turn out to be a bi-weekly series. No matter what, for the first 5 chapters, series tend to be weekly.
Yeah, just because they want to push it out, get the attention drawn to it.
Get the attention to see what the popularity of it is. And did you know Astro Royal ended on the 50th chapter back in April?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a fucking...
That was quick.
It's a shitty ending.
Well, I mean, it probably got cut, I'm not going to lie. After 50 chapters, it sounds like... In only 50? That sounds like it got cut rather than it actually ending.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same creator as Tokyo Revengers, so being a shitty ending really...
Well... I think that's par for the course at that point.
I do suggest it, though. It is good up until, like, the last 2 chapters.
Who could have guessed? It does fine all the way up until the end when it doesn't make any sense and is garbage.
Yeah, it makes no sense the way it got rushed. Because it ends with a cliffhanger, too.
Oh my god.
But enough of Astro Royal. We're on Kaedegami, which I think I'm saying that right.
Kaedegami or Kaedegami, maybe. Kaede? Like Kaedegami? Who knows? Who the hell knows? Until we get some sort of, like, pronunciation, like in an anime or something.
Kaede. Kaedegami. It's so it's Kaedegami. So like Kaede, like the actual Japanese name Kaede, with Gami slapped on the end. And I think because the creature's name, they're Shengwai.
That one I kind of figured just because of how its vowels look. Alright, back to where we left off, though.
It keeps auto-correcting to Shanghai.
Lovely.
So it's just going to be...
We're just going to say Shengwai for a while, then.
Take it down, Kyo. You should have the strength to defeat it.
Shunk! J-Ho!
Hurry up and kill it, just like you did with the one yesterday.
What? How do you cut through those? How do you expect me to cut through something so big?
You can do it. That mark I left on your wrist. That's the proof of our contract. It gives you access to my power. Both my arcane weapons and my mystical strength to wield them. The weapons of a deity coupled with godly might that mocks even the heavens above. In other words, you can totally kill some big dumb snake. Gah! So hurry up and save me!
Mystical strength weapons? Okay. I just need to kill like I killed that other one. And also...
I hate this. You're taking too long.
Swing!
Yeah, he charges up.
Oh,
really he just threw it. He throws the sword and it lands in the spot, like the snake's jaw. Safe at last. But you threw my sword at it?
And I hit it. You're welcome. Still, it's clearly more strength than I used to possess. With this much power.
Alright, so now he's running and jumping onto the snake.
Jumps, grabs the little tassel thing from the sword, and actually just goes forward. Ha! Got a grip on it. Now I just need to... And there goes its head.
And he decapitates it. Huh. The monster. Ow. Oh?
What a mess.
Ring harder. This is ringing.
Just wringing her out. That's hilarious.
He's wringing her out like a towel. Whoa.
Whoa. You did it, buddy. Just look at that. Blue skies.
Oh, that is actually a beautiful scenery image. So it's like a three-quarter panel spread, or three-quarter page spread of, we have Kyo and the fish and the boatman, and just the sunshine and beautiful mountainscapes. Yes, this is what I wanted to
father's
see.
one lived it, essentially.
What'd you say?
Oh, I know those guys. Hey guys, you'll never believe this kid. Adults. Okay, so we're just gonna go.
At least let us thank you first.
I'm a bit of a recluse. I'm not that great with crowds.
There aren't that many of them. Just let them get a look at you.
Adults. He must have
He has severe social anxiety.
severe. Yeah, I wonder how he could talk to that old lady just fine then. Maybe because she's an old lady and not like a normal adult.
It could be, or it could be the fact that she gives him food.
Oh, yeah, it could be that too. Heartbeats going crazy, his eyes are closing, and then all the grateful people.
They grab his hand. Thank you. Now we can sail again. The passengers will start coming back. We didn't even need a Shenguai hunter. Ah, how nice to see the sky again. You saved us. We can't thank you enough. What a fine young man you are. I'd like
And
to
they're
thank
grabbing his
you
hand, and
as well.
he's gonna break down in tears. Look at him.
Whoa, I'd like to thank you as well, Kyo.
Huh?
Okay, it's Chio. Thanks to you, I was able to see this incredible view. It's even more impressive than I imagined. You did very well. What do you think of it, Go on, raise your head and look around. Tell me what you saw today, besides my gorgeous... What the fuck does that say?
Countenance. It's another word for like appearance.
Jesus Christ.
It's an old word. Not a lot of people use it anymore.
This is clearly set in more historic times.
I mean, not necessarily more historic, but definitely not as modern.
So, and we get a...
I had to see all sorts of things. A bunch of smiling faces, scenery I've never seen before. You were right. I am just a novice who's still got a lot to learn. I'm really glad we came here today. It's shown me that there's so much more I can accomplish for you.
Now let's go. We've got to get to town and find our next clue. To be continued.
This is such a good freaking story, man.
It says, I am really enjoying the story.
Glad we checked this out. This is great.
Roughly 100 pages of content so far. Because the first one was like 75 pages. And the story seems a little bland. Like when you
I love our main characters.
When you look at it in a retrospect, like, oh, you have this like yokai style girl who was a god, got her body parts stolen, now she's cursed all eternity.
I don't even think it's very bland. I think it's taking a trope.
Yeah, social
putting a spin on it.
Who she saves, and now they're on an adventure to find her body parts.
I'm going to call this right now. He loves her, guaranteed.
Oh yeah,
100%. Whether it be romantic, like a parental or platonic love, he loves her, guaranteed.
Yeah, I think
by the end of the story, when she gets all her body back, she's gonna disappear.
I think right now it's like at the beginning, especially in the first chapter, there's more of a platonic love. But I feel as the story goes on, it's going to turn into more romantic of a love.
Perhaps. I say it like a parental because she is kind of like parental to him, especially right now. But with how pretty she is, I don't think it's lasting like that.
No. So, but yeah, if you were just to read like the description to somebody, they'd probably be like, oh, That sounds like a boring story, but it's really not. Someone says in the comments, a thoroughly enjoyable read. Fingers crossed it lasts.
Same. Actually, same. I really hope this lasts.
Smexy war goddess transformed to weed chicken.
It's an owl, alright. Dad issues. He's got daddy issues, no!
Was the owl form a way to avoid cries of extensive fan service? Or is that an unexpected bonus? Either way, the mangaka got some good comedy of her alternate form.
I don't think it's supposed to be cries for excessive fan service. I think it's literally just owls are cool.
And
they're barely used.
They're barely used. Like, when you think of manga, how many mangas do you know actually have, like, owls prevalent in them? I mean, One Piece.
But that's because One Piece has that many characters in it.
That's newer as well.
Yeah.
I'm honestly blanking. You have the owl in Tokyo Ghoul, but that's just a call sign.
Yeah, it's not actually a character. What was the guy in Attack on Titan? What was he called? Was he called the Owl or something similar? I think, right?
Yeah, the owl. He was the informant. The Attack Titan before Grisha.
I couldn't remember what his nickname was. I couldn't remember if it was the Owl or like something special.
Yeah, he was the owl. But like actual owls, you don't really.
Yeah, actual owls, yeah. There's not really a lot.
So, seeing that's pretty cool. It's funny. The recommended series are Bleach and Black Clover.
I could see both of them being recommended. Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the first episode of Kaedegami, created by Jun Harikawa. And the actual synopsis is, abandoned as a child, Kyo agrees to be possessed by the monster that raised him in order to help recover what she's lost. So hopefully this turns out to be, like, not too long of a series, like, but at least longer than what, like, Astro Royal was. Beat in Motion was only 48 chapters. It ended in January. I think Astro Baby Astro Baby is still publishing. I haven't started it yet, but it's still publishing. It's 37 chapters. What else was cut short that I have on here? Do Retry only had 19 chapters. Ginka and Gluna only had 29 chapters, and the story was just picking up when it got canceled. Ichigo's Under Control. Ichigoki's Under Control had 19 chapters. Ice Head Gil had 20. The Ichino-san... fucking... lagging... The Ichinose Family Deadly Sins only had 48 chapters. Martial Master Asumi had 32 chapters. Kyoto Necromance only had 18 chapters. Which sucks, because Kyoto Necromance was actually... I was really enjoying it. Shogo Null only had 33 chapters. Tenmaku Cinema, which was the creators of Food Wars, only had 21 chapters.
That one had really low amount of chapters for some reason. I don't know why.
Though Tenmaku Cinema, like, I can see where this was not. I can see how it was not going to last that long. A spirit who wanted to get his movie made, that wasn't able to be made before he died. It got made, and that was the end of the movie. That was the end of the story. So I feel like it could have been fleshed out a little bit better. 2 on Ice only had 28 chapters, and I feel like that story still had a lot to give. Wild Strawberry is almost over, and it's at 46. But then again, Wild Strawberry's story arcs were consistent, so this was a smaller story to begin with. And then you have Ayashimon, which got abruptly ended. It was the same creator as Hell's Paradise.
Huh.
It just goes to show not all mangas last.
I mean, yeah, the harsh reality of it.
I think Call of the Night is over as well.
If it's not over already, it's probably ending soon. I'd wager, I guess. 'Cause that's a decently, I'm not gonna say older series, but like a decently older series. Because it got animated what, like 2-3 years ago now?
Chapter 200 was its final chapter. It came out in March of this year, I think. March of 24. Fly Me the Moon is still releasing. And then you had Comey finished in January. But that was 499 chapters.
Yeah.
I think, is Magi still going? No, Magi is over with chapter 369. Give us more Magi then! It is over! Animate the rest of the shit!
No. They will not.
God damn. Nana is still on indefinite hiatus.
Interesting.
It's been on indefinite hiatus for like 15 years now.
That's kind of wild, though.
Well, the mangaka, she went and did it. She like couldn't think of anything more to put in the story. Set it as on hiatus, and went and worked on other projects.
I mean, that's fair.
I think how do we relationship ended in February, I think. Yeah, February 28th it ended. After Hours ended after 18 chapters. So, I mean, it's hard to get stories out. But I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Kaedegami. There's no break for Kaedegami next week, so
thank goodness
we got a Kaedegami chapter. But, and this is all if Tony wants to do this. July 20th. We will more than likely not have any episodes. When are you heading back home from Teco?
21st.
So you're leaving on the 21st.
The Monday after, yeah.
So, I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, because I don't know if I'm going to be home that night, because I am taking off on the 21st, because I do have to take my girlfriend home.
Yes.
So we may or may not do one on the 20th. If anything, we will record, because we record on Sundays. If anything, we'll record on... Well, no, we can't record on the 21st because you'll be driving home.
I should be home early enough, but I also don't know when we're leaving Monday morning, so...
Yeah, don't know when you're leaving, and I know how tiring a drive
Dude,
like
that drive is it's gonna suck. Even though I'm not gonna be the one driving, even in the passenger seat, that drive is
yeah,
draining.
Like, I used to drive longer distances, but I still know, like, I would hit that, like, 6-7 hour mark, and I'd be like, oh, am I even there yet? So I know how exhausting that drive will be. But yeah, so next week, only Kaedegami. Hopefully we can get a stream out during this week to talk about One Piece. Or if our other co-hosts are not able to join us for next Sunday stream, we can do the stream. We could do the chapter. We could do the Kaedegami chapter, and then just do a One Piece theory stream then. Since there won't be a One Piece chapter.
Could do that too, yeah.
So, if we don't go live during this week for One Piece, expect us to be live for One Piece next Sunday. And either Wednesday or Thursday. I would say Wednesday, or like try to do a Kaedegame stream, unless you want to wait for a couple more chapters.
I think we should wait for a couple more chapters. Not really too much to talk about right now.
Okay, so we'll try to get the One Piece stream during the week, but if we can't, we'll do it Sunday. And of course, we'll try to like do like a short like hour to 2 hour streams of like maybe Monster Hunter or something else. I have the One Piece card game sim on my computer. Trying to get Tony to get it so we can possibly stream us
Won't happen.
doing that. Say won't happen?
It won't happen.
Why not?
I'm not a fan of card games. Like, the only one I like is Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's really...
Well, you like Devil's
It's only
Law.
because... Well, yeah, that's because it's also a fun little chill one. Like...
Also, Vestoria
I don't like serious quote-unquote card games.
The Vestoria cards are smaller than Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so I cannot sleeve them yet.
Really?
Yeah, I need to go get the Japanese, like the Japanese size sleeves.
Interesting.
So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Let us know in the comments if you guys if we are the reason you're reading Kaedegami. If you're not reading it, you definitely should. It's very good. And let us know what you thought of the chapter. Let us know what you think Kyo and Chio's relationship is going to turn out to be. And we will see y'all hopefully one day this week. Either Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Any other closing words from you?
Nope. Other than she's a baddie.
She is a baddie.
そうだな。そうかもな